This is why I'm grateful to not be in the matrix either, because I feel like when you're not in a good mood, you have to go and put on that good mood to everybody else. So you have to not be your authentic self. You have to be fake after, like, hey, good morning, how are you? I'm good today. Da, 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 da. And you have to put on this voice and this character that you aren't when you're feeling these emotions that you're feeling, or whatever, the weather's not the greatest, so you're feeling gloomy. So it's like, I'm grateful that I can go through this. It's like I get to feel what I feel, and I get to choose to share with you guys and tell you guys, hey, this is what I'm experiencing, because I want more people to just share their authentic experience. Who cares if people make fun of you and like, oh my God, you're so emotional. Why are you sharing that? Why are you sharing that with strangers? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever their 2 cents is that they want to say about you. At the end of the day, you can just be happy that you're being your most authentic self, and you're sharing so that you help someone in the collective feel like they're heard and understood by you. At the end of the day, everything is just about perfecting your soul. And how do you perfect your soul? Is by being your most authentic self. How do you be your most authentic self? By leading with what your intuition tells you to do next. By being in the present moment. Get yourself out of that overthinking state. There's times when that's why meditation, self-reflection, journalism, journaling is all for when you go into that almost overthinking mind. So it's like journaling, meditation, and self-reflection, just sitting there staring at the ceiling and reflecting on everything in your life. Those are spaces to let your overthinking mind loose, to let it go through what it needs to go through, and that your monkey mind basically, and then your conscious mind and everything that you've learned will own in and question what your overthinking mind is telling you. So your overthinking mind might tell you like, okay, you're being delusional. Things are not going to get better. You're not going to make money off your passions. You need to find a real job. You need to do this, this, and this. You need to go back to somewhere, Canada, where it's safe. All of these things, I'm just telling you, for example, for me, what my overthinking mind tells me. And your conscious, critical mind, and your reprogramming, because you're trying to reprogram your mind. So your intuition, along with all that you've learned, because you make your intuition stronger by gaining more knowledge. So they'll tell you like, hey, don't think that, and they'll start giving you examples of where you've led by faith, where you trusted faith, and it's worked out for you. Like even me coming here, I put it in the Creator's hand. I said, I'm okay with whatever happens. If you want me to stay here, I'll stay here. If you want me to go, I'll go. And he made everything line up where it was possible for me to go. So your intuition will like kind of just talk to you like a friend, like, hey, you can do this. You can get through this. Think about all the other things that you've been through in your life, and you've gotten through that. And like, you can do this. You've gotten through way harsher stuff in the past before. And you didn't let those things break you. You didn't let those things be the end of you. So, and now your mind is healthier, stronger. You've learned more knowledge, more skills. You've been doing this for 8 months in and out. And you're going to tell yourself that you can't do it. Have you not seen what you've done so far? So it's like that intuition, that ego is not a necessarily bad thing, because your ego is your confidence to a degree that can tell you like, hey, you can do this. That's why they say in meditation, I'm not really the greatest at meditation. I'll be frank with you. I'll breathe in and out, but I rather journal and I rather like reflect. And that's how I calm my mind down. And it's usually I do self-reflection while I'm walking up and down. Like I'll just keep walking, ground myself in the grass, and then I'll think through everything, or let just thoughts come up to me, come in while I'm focusing on my breathing. So it's like, it's training your mind to know what it already knows. And I think for me, because I have an ADHD mind, is that standing still is really hard for me. Like I have to keep walking, like pacing almost, because I don't like to stand still. If I'm sitting, then I can sit and relax. But if I have to stand up, then I'd rather be walking, because that's when my thoughts start working better and are more fluid. I think just a lot of us, like when we're feeling something like that, or when our thoughts are like in overthinking state, we do something to try to distract us. But the thing is, even when we try to do something to distract us, we can't even focus on that thing, because there's a thought that just keeps nagging away at us that wants to be thought through. So that's why for me, I love when I go walking, or I'm at the park with the kids, and I take off my shoes and I ground in the grass, then I can like go through. like when you're feeling low, like what I said, when you're sick or when you're um, in a really low mood, then yeah, don't don't go into that overthinking state. Just do something that's just gonna make you feel relaxed. You know, like distract yourself with the show, even if you're not really paying attention to it. Rest. Do what your body is telling you to do. Are going through those sense and symptoms, like then yeah, it's gonna be harder for you to get a hold of that thought process because you're just in like a fear anxiety mode, and it's just going to make it stronger and stronger. So you kind of have to do something that's going to make you happy, whether it's listening to music and just zoning out to the songs and listening to the melody, just feeling whatever emotion comes up, crying, sadness. If a happy song comes out and makes you feel a little bit of joy, just do that. That's something joyful.